A couple of years ago, I started asking some questions along with many other folks. Pretty basic question: where are we right now and where are we going? And asking that question suggests we are probably at the end of one era and we're probably approaching the beginning of a different era. What does that mean? And what should we do about it? What does it mean for me as a human rights scholar? It has invited reflection on the places where humanity's moved the needle in terms of caring for one another, right? So our signal humanitarian contributions as a species have been the end of slavery, the promotion of this idea of human rights that apply to everybody, right? A long drawdown over the last 70 or so years of violent conflict. So in this moment when the larger political landscape is changing, the larger ecological landscape is changing, the big forms of sort of energy and those sorts of resources are changing, and even who we are when we say we and who is deserving of human rights is starting to change. So a couple of my projects right now are asking, how do we make friends across big differences? I have a project at Yale that's bringing historians, scholars in contemporary slavery, and then people who are thinking about some of the factors I mentioned earlier: energy change, rise of China, climate change, artificial intelligence, together to talk about what's the future of slavery and emancipation. If this is something we've been really proud of as humans, that we have managed to almost eradicate slavery globally, what are the prospects we're going to be able to continue making good on that commitment and that investment as humans to ourselves, right? And so that's just brought together a whole bunch of folks across big differences to have those conversations. I think that's the kind of heterogeneity we need. It's also time for a kind of generosity of spirit and a willingness to look over the fence and say, what are you working on? And how might we make sort of common purpose and common cause together in order to drive some of humanity's agendas forward?